What is up, TKW Warriors? J King here.
TJ Hunter.
And oh my god, the Royal freaking Rumble.
Maybe, in my opinion, I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this. Maybe the first Big Four pay-per-view that has touched a takeover, besides Mania.
Hands down, the best pay-per-view of the year. but in all honesty, this was the most exciting pay-per-view I have watched since we started TKW predictions.
No doubt. Hands down, our most excited.
The only thing that can touch this is WrestleMania 33 when the Hardys came out.
Oh, man. I'm glad we weren't recording because we screamed like women.
Even though Shinsuke Nakamura won, I still marked out. Roman Reigns being in the final two, that was amazing. It was perfect.
And I loved the new versus old stare-off. Your 06, 07 big-ass stars versus your 16, 17, and beyond big stars.
Roman threw out Seth Rollins.
He did? Is the Shield done?
That's a good question, but we'll talk more about the Rumble later. The Cruiserweight match. It was good.
It was a good match. The pre-show to me felt like an episode of Raw or SmackDown.
It made me like Grand Metalik just a little bit more.
Grand Metalik was the MVP of this match.
Undoubtedly.
He was amazing, as he always is.
But we all picked Kalisto, Lindsay, and Grand Metalik for that match.
Does anyone else hate Lindsay's new attire? I don't like it.
I don't. I don't hate it.
It's dumb compared to his old stuff.
I like it. But anyway, the next match on the card.
50-50 booking, man. The 50-50 booking.
I did like the finish, though.
I did. As long as the Revival is not being buried. That's the only reason I like this example of 50-50 booking.
And it was a good length match. It wasn't too short. It wasn't long. It was just a good... It could have been a Monday Night Raw match. It was good. It was on the pre-show.
And poor Gallows and Anderson, their Royal Rumble debut was a Raw Tag Team title match, which they won. And now, next year later, they lose in a non-title match against...
But do you technically consider it their Royal Rumble pay-per-view debut if they're on the pre-show?
The pre-show is part of the pay-per-view. It always will be to me.
I know, but there's people out there that don't think that.
That's just because they don't watch it.
I know. But anyway, Bobby Roode's Glorious Open Challenge.
So many possibilities, and they went with predictability.
Thank God it wasn't Dolph Ziggler. But I don't know if you can say they went with predictability, because I didn't see anyone saying Mojo Rawley. Everyone was Jinder Mahal.
We all thought Mojo was going to be in the Rumble. I did. That's why I said Jinder, because Jinder didn't say anything about the Rumble.
But it was a good match. It wasn't great. I'm glad it was on the pre-show since it was Mojo. Mm-hmm. It was a good match. It really was. It gave both of them a good showing.
Bobby Roode's first defense as U.S. champ went pretty good.
Mojo Rawley
he's getting up there. He is making a name for himself as a singles heel, and I like him.
I like it. I like Mojo Rawley. I really do.
His entrance is just too much like his face. I think they're trying to pull another Sami Zayn where he doesn't change anything. He's just a heel, and it's not working as much.
He's just out to do it for himself.
All right, so main show.
The WWE Championship match. AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
It's still going on.
AJ pinned the wrong man.
The tag was never made. They never touched.
No.
The ref never did that.
But I will say that there's one spot in that match that stands out to me. And Kevin Owens flipping AJ Styles into a Hurricanrana on Sami Zayn.
If that's your first spot of the main show, you know it's going to be an exciting pay-per-view.
Speaking of spots, we got something to talk about later. But it was overall an amazing WWE Championship match.
It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
It was a really, really, really good match to open the show. And I had my doubts at first when they announced the WWE Championship would be opening the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. But it was a good match to get out there and get everyone pumped up and get their blood flowing and
Yeah.
getting everyone ready for the Rumble.
And then I think they did it because it was the only really gimmicky match. So just in case the gimmick
Aside
overtook
from the
it.
Royal Rumbles.
But, I mean, that was the whole reason it's big is the gimmick of Royal Rumble.
And next match on the card.
I didn't like the result. Not the fact that the Usos won, but they won 2-0.
Still the SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions. That's what I'm talking about. I know I picked Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. But like I said in the predictions video, the Usos are my favorite wrestling tag team in the world right now.
They could probably go anywhere in the world and just destroy everything.
No doubt. But it didn't feel like an Usos match to me. It didn't let me down by any means. No way did it let me down. It was a little underwhelming, but it was still a great match. I just expected too much. I really did. And that blames on me for that. It was an awesome match.
I like the match. I'm torn. I like the fact that it wasn't your basic, the winner got 2-1. But I'm like, they had the titles, and I thought that Gable and Benjamin were going to win. I figured they would.
I figured it would be a chasing the pinfall scenario.
That's what I thought they were building to.
But it makes the Usos look strong if they really are going on to face the Bludgeon Brothers.
That's true.
It makes them a viable contender to be the first team.
And it does help Chad and Shelton that their second loss came from a roll-up out of nowhere.
Yeah, and neither one of them got buried. Chad got his head kicked off 8 times
before they could finally fucking pin him.
And the first match, so many near falls.
Oh man,
I felt like I was watching
New Japan.
And
World Tag League, man. That's what we were watching until that first fall happened.
The men's Royal Rumble match.
I have my problems with this being the third match on the main card.
I have no issues at all. I really don't.
No.
It placed perfectly. It just felt good. It really did.
Not to me. But aside from that, not to take anything away from the women's Royal Rumble match, I am kind of glad it main evented. Make it feel bigger since it's the first one. And then, in all honesty, you couldn't have gone Rumble match. So
and
if you're
gonna see a Rumble open the show, I really didn't.
So if you're gonna have that Ronda Rousey at the end, women obviously had to do it. So Ben had to take the fall, and it's okay.
It didn't hurt the Royal. It was, in my opinion, the best Royal Rumble match since 2006.
Yeah,
maybe 2008. Since 2008, so 10 years, it's been the best Royal Rumble match.
Finn Balor had some amazing maroon reddish attire. His Rumble debut, entering at number 2.
Rusev, the most over man, possibly in the WWE right now.
Besides Finn Balor.
Those two entering 1 and 2. We were sitting in my living room, yelling Rusev Day, throwing our hands up with Finn Balor. It was perfect.
It was great. It was a great Rumble match start to finish.
And Shinsuke Nakamura became the first man to ever win from the number 14 slot in the Royal Rumble match.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't think we would get a new number to win the match.
I'm glad we did. It's easier to get a new number each year. We just don't expect it.
But there were some big surprises in this match. Andrade Cien Almas, the NXT champion. My boy, Andrade.
We all three marked out one.
Coming out number 7.
With the title in tow. No less.
And Zelina Vega.
Well, they're a package deal.
You never know. Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly didn't come up with Adam freaking Cole.
Baby. Oh, man. When Adam's music hit, we stopped talking. We looked at the TV, and we were all like, Adam Cole. And then his name popped up. And we all went along with them. Adam Cole, baby.
Yes.
Ribs taped up and all.
Rey Mysterio.
Out of nowhere. No one talked about it at
looks
all.
to be in the best shape of his freaking life, and I pray that he goes to SmackDown Live.
Unfortunately, that was just a one-off appearance.
I don't think so.
No, it was. He had a one-off deal. He's not signed to WWE because Impact's still trying to talk to him. It was made the week of Raw 25.
Hopefully he can get it.
He had a one-off deal. He's not signed to WWE because Impact's still trying to talk to him. It was made the week of Raw 25.
Hopefully he can get a contract.
I want him back.
WWE.
I want him back.
But
Hurricane Helms. Well, the Hurricane came back. You think 205 Live GM?
I really loved this spot where he tried to chokeslam John Cena.
Flashback to 01 Rumble, right?
01 or 02.
One of those two.
He tried to chokeslam Stone Cold and Triple H. But like I said earlier, Roman and Shinsuke were the perfect final two. And John and Randy being in the final four with them, that made Shinsuke's win feel that much bigger. It really did.
Yeah. Now here's my grievance. I'm gonna be cynical. Again, second year in a row, the runner up to the Royal Rumble is gonna main event.
I don't care.
I do. Rumble
and
has
right now. If that is the plan, that's okay. Because this year the WrestleMania card, based on the rumors I've heard, is going to be the best WrestleMania card since X7.
I don't know, last year was pretty damn good. It was a great card. Just Roman shouldn't have ended it. I love Roman. I'm sick of him main eventing. If he run the Rumble every year, then he can main event WrestleMania every year. Because the Royal Rumble winner is supposed to be in the final match of WrestleMania.
Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
If that
it doesn't matter if they main event. Brock and Roman, Shinsuke and AJ. Those are two main event caliber matches. And you can't say that Brock versus Roman is not a main event caliber match.
I'm not saying it's not, but Roman didn't win the Rumble.
If anyone else won the Royal Rumble, he would still have an issue. This is the only possible WWE Championship match that could be bigger than Brock and Roman, unless John Cena won the Rumble.
That shouldn't ever matter. It's the main event of WrestleMania is what's on the line.
Randy and Bray last year should not have main evented.
They shouldn't have main evented, but they should have just because Randy won the Rumble.
No, they should not have. WWE knows what they're doing and knows how the matches are going to play out, and they put the biggest matches, the best spots on last.
Then put bigger guys winning the Rumble and have bigger matches at Mania. Don't have matches like Bray and Randy.
Brock and Roman are going to main event because it's probably going to be Brock's last big caliber championship match.
I hope so. I hope he loses the title and just stays in WWE and never takes the title back.
The Raw Tag Team Championship match. A 2-on-1 handicap. The Bar versus Seth Rollins.
We forgot something during this match. Jordan is still injured. That's why he didn't get any physicality. So they covered it really nicely. Jordan hitting the post, being dazed for the entire match.
I laughed my ass off when he tagged Seth, got in the ring, walked around, dazed, confused, and tagged Seth and sat on the steps.
Yeah.
That was
Kudos to Jason Jordan. He is playing this character to absolute perfection. I love Jason Jordan right now.
We missed a point on the Royal Rumble match.
What?
Dolph Ziggler was number 30.
This was the most underwhelming return he could have had. He was eliminated in like 2 minutes. I wish he would have won the whole thing.
The only reason it was and he didn't get a pop because Daniel Bryan. And that pisses me off. I know I picked him to win the Rumble, but people really thought he was going to be number 30. When Dolph's music hit, when I heard the...
Well, the absence of music.
No, he had music.
He had the record scratch. That was it.
No, he had his music play after.
No.
Yes, he did.
No.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
I will show you after this video.
Okay, yes, I'm probably wrong, though. I'm usually am.
The record scratch, and then Here to Show the World played. And I lost it. And that's why you couldn't hear the music, because we freaking lost it.
We did.
Dolph freaking Ziggler.
We thought they were finally going to give him his chance that he deserves. But nope.
But there's got to be a bigger story here.
I hope there is.
He was eliminated early for some reason. They're not going to keep burying him over and over and over and over. There will eventually be a payoff, whether it's in 2 years or 2 weeks. Dolph Ziggler will get what he deserves. And that is a WWE Championship run. whether it be chasing the title and never winning it, but having awesome matches, or winning the championship, whether it be for a week or a year. Ziggler will be in the main event soon. But we've already covered the Raw Tag Team Championship match. The Bar becoming
The Bar.
50 million time Raw Tag Team Champion.
50 million? I think they said like 4. I don't think they're 50 million just yet. Maybe one more.
Okay, by the end of 18, they probably will be.
Yeah.
But the Universal
Oh
Championship
my
match,
goodness. Oh my kill switch. Spotfest galore.
I loved it. I love the finish. I love Braun getting back up in the ring, telling Brock to get back down there and fight him. But he wouldn't. He is scared of Braun Strowman. I really thought Braun was going to win, though.
I thought they botched the table spot. I thought the announce table just hit Braun straight in the nose.
I thought Braun was going to win.
I was scared he was going to win. I wanted him to, though. Poor Braun, though. 2 losses to Brock now. Now he's got to come back again.
This loss was okay. He didn't get pinned. He got pushed off the apron and screwed over.
It
really
got
did.
stolen. It got stolen from him.
It-
And then if you had the men's Rumble match main event, Braun Strowman could have come and eliminated like half the field just because he wanted to. Not
Next
even
year
being in the
he
Rumble.
will break the Rumble record. Speaking of, Sasha Banks, the longest time in the Women's Royal Rumble match.
Oh, I didn't think about trying to keep track of new records. I didn't think of that.
Sasha Banks. And I believe Nia Jax has the elimination record.
How many did she eliminate?
Don't know the number, but
There was a
what I
lot of
remember
them that she threw over.
Ruby Riott was one. She, I believe Kelly. She threw out quite a lot of people. Beth Phoenix. Oh no, Natalya got Beth eliminated. Nia. With
It took
the rest of the field.
Oh well, yeah. Beth
But
was already gone.
She got her own. Oh,
And Natalya eliminated Beth Phoenix. Remember? Divas of Doom spot. And then
Beth
everyone
threw
else.
Nia through the middle rope. That's what I'm thinking of.
And before I talk about the next part in the Universal Championship match, spoiler alert, I'm going to be cynical again in the Women's Royal Rumble match. I think Braun messed up with the knee, hit Brock too hard. Didn't hurt Brock too much because, UFC fighter, but he was pissed. And
I think it was planned.
He straight up punched
Brock did not hit him as hard as he can. He didn't hit him as hard as he could have. Braun Strowman would have been knocked out if Brock Lesnar had hit him full on. I believe that was a spot.
That was definitely a stiff strike, though. There was no denying that was straight closed fist stiff strike. Didn't rear back as far as he could, but it was solid.
We'll see on Monday whether Braun's there or Braun gets punished, or if Braun, I don't know. I think it was planned. But back to the Women's Royal Rumble. 10, 12 surprises.
12 surprises.
The Bella Twins.
And Alicia Fox got robbed. She was gonna win
No one
the
cares
whole
about
thing.
Alicia Fox. The Bella
That's
Twins.
true.
Tori Wilson, Kelly, Vicky Guerrero, Molly Holly, Trish Stratus, Ember Moon, Kairi Sane,
Michelle McCool, Jacqueline, Lita,
Beth Phoenix.
13. Dang. That was a lot of returns, a lot of call-ups.
But I'm worried they relied too much on nostalgia this year.
They did. That mean the Women's Royal Rumble is already in trouble for next year if they do it. Because who are they going to call
By
up now?
next year, they will have 6 more women called up to the main roster. And they will have NXT people coming up. I don't think that they're going to rely on the main roster for the Women's Royal Rumble. They'll have NXT call-ups come and put a good showing in, get them known on the main roster.
I hope they
Get
can
them
rely
known.
on the main roster because that's what they need to do. That's what they do in the men's.
That's what I'm not saying. They need surprises for the Women's Royal Rumble. They
You
do.
need surprises in any Royal Rumble.
Yes, exactly.
You just can't do what they did this year and rely on the surprises.
I liked it. He's just a cynical.
I'm cynical.
bastard.
I didn't. And it really showed that it's been a long time since any of those women have been in the ring because none of them could wrestle. Not a single one of them. Molly Holly did the only good
Kelly
spot
wasn't too rusty in the ring.
because she didn't wrestle to begin with.
Yes,
She was
did.
part of that Divas era where none of them could wrestle.
She could wrestle.
Mm-mm.
She was one of the best in that era.
No, that was an era of no wrestling women. Just like Nikki Bella, she did nothing for the women's evolution. She couldn't wrestle. She's talentless.
I disagree with that.
And I'm mad that she was in the final two and she almost won.
I disagree with that completely. I think he's an idiot when he says that Nikki Bella did absolutely nothing.
What did she do?
She wasn't a Trish Stratus or a Lita.
No.
But she did not do nothing.
She did nothing. All she did was
I'll let
help
him
the
think
Divas.
what he wants. I don't really care. But Asuka won. And
I'm
it was
happy.
predictable. I hate Asuka more than anything. But I freaking loved that Royal Rumble win. I really did. I used to hate Asuka. I used to.
You still do, let's be real.
I don't.
From that one win,
After that Royal Rumble match, I'm a fan of Asuka. I really am.
it just took her throwing people over the top rope.
She looked like she should.
Yeah.
It made me a fan of Asuka. They built a new star in my eyes.
That's what they've been doing since she debuted on NXT.
I haven't liked her. But she's on main roster. She's going to WrestleMania to fight Alexa Bliss, hopefully, because I want Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte.
Oh, baby. That's going to be a... Speaking of Ronda Rousey,
Our
out
theme
of
song.
nowhere, Bad Reputation came on. I was honestly thinking it was just the end of the match because it was just a normal theme, a normal song.
I didn't know what the song was until I saw Rousey on the Titantron.
Paying homage to Hot Rod.
And I like that. I do.
Hot Ronda. I don't know if you know, that's what her shirt said. She's Hot Ronda now.
Danny Fuego thought that. She's not ugly, but
So,
she's no Alexa Bliss or Carmella.
shall we talk about some punishment? What happened last night? What happened?
Okay, so Danny Fuego and TJ tied,
Champion's advantage, just like a time limit draw. I retained.
and I lost by 1 point.
1 point. If Nikki Bella would have won, it would have been a three-way tie with no punish, or all three of us doing the punishment.
So, you can vote in the comments below until I post the NXT review for this week. Two options. You can go to our Instagram account at TKW_predictions and vote in our most recent post, or you can vote in the comments below. I will either cover any WWE theme song.
Preferably one with lyrics.
You don't have to do lyrics. I can stand there and dance. Yeah.
We can make
Any
you have
WWE
lyrics.
theme song in history, or Danny and TJ get to pick what shirt I wear for the Elimination Chamber predictions video. Any size, any material, anything. The only rules we have, it has to have 2 holes for your arms, a hole for your head.
That's it.
It cannot be.
Doesn't even have to fit around his arm. Just has to be a shirt.
So I might be shirtless wearing a toy shirt on my finger. But anyway, this has been our Royal Rumble reactions video.
Honestly, I'm tired after this weekend. This was as cynical as I got. This was a great weekend of WWE.
No. This weekend has been too sweet. This has been Jay King
And TJ Hunter. We hope you enjoyed this video, along with the rest of our videos.
Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and follow us on Instagram at TKW_predictions. The link is in the description below.